That to continue to win, we must continue to grow. Let's go.
You can compound your greed with an image of hope. Study the foul physics of falsified gimmicks. Rise and fall with it and try to ride different. Your life ain't worth living if you ain't got vision. Come on.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Jay.
I'm Phil.
And we're here with JPRollin podcast, whatever you want to call it. So here's our first real episode. Our last thing was a teaser. I hope you enjoyed it. We got a few hits, a few comments on a couple different places we placed it. Some were fun, some weren't. So, what's going on with you lately?
I'm all right.
All right.
I've been doing not so great lately. Just turned 23.
23. Old bastard.
Yeah, fuck. My joints feel like I'm 70 already. And what's going on with you?
Just training, being mostly skipping training. You know, I heard about the story. This is Texas. They're giving out 7th degree black belts to kids now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm looking into it, and this place, they give out their belts based on not so much your skill, but how many classes you've attended. And you know, so I'm like, I don't really need to train that much. I figured I've trained enough. I should, just go down and be like, hey, I have 473 classes. What belt am I? I'm hoping they can give you at least a brown belt, because I'm tired of being blue, and I don't want to go to purple because I don't like the color. So, well, yeah. So, what you thinking about this whole black belt thing with the kids? And
honestly, I think they should just award them with real belts. I don't like the distinction between kids belts and grown-up belts. I just think they should award them with real belts. Maybe put something in between, like a white belt and a blue belt for a kid who's not that great, who's not that.
Well, they have the green belt.
Yeah, they have the green belt and the yellow belt. They have a whole bunch of belts. I don't like maybe put like 2 belts in between a white and a blue, and then by then a kid should love it enough to actually pursue it until they get to blue, purple, brown, black. I don't see a reason why you should have different belt levels for kids or something. Because if that kid that has a 7th degree black belt competed in, let's say,
IBJJF,
at a 16-year-old blue belt division, let's just say that kid would get his ass whooped. So I think they should just keep it real. Don't put maybe something so they keep the kids entertained, but don't give them too many special belts. Just once they get to blue belt level, just let them stay there.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't be a blue belt till you're 16, according to the IBJJF legit rules. I'm not a fan of IBJJF. That's another topic from the story.
Neither am I.
All right. So, when do you think you should be able to get a blue belt? Do you think it should be when you're 16, or do you think, hey?
I think if you're a badass, you should get a black belt when you're 16. I think it should be based on your level and your skill and not on your age.
Yeah, because I know there's some really legit kids out there. They got the Romilo twins. I think Romilo twins. Sorry if I said that wrong. They're out there training every day together, and they're beasts. I mean, I know if I rolled with them and I was 50 pounds lighter, they'd tool me from here to back to New Orleans.
I'm pretty sure they'd still hurt me, even though I train every day and I am, let's say, 100 pounds heavier than them. I don't know how heavy they are, but I'm losing weight, guys.
Yeah. Like, they got a dude I know, Kenny. His little cousin, he's like 12 years old, trains with the Mendez brothers. Isaiah Calderon, check him out. Dude's legit. He's like this big, but he's like this big in skill. And he would tool me. I mean, some of these kids out there today, they're doing things I'm looking at like, is that humanly possible? Can you really do that?
I mean, there's some gifted kids even when you look at like music and stuff or arts. So why wouldn't there be in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I apologize for that beep beep beep. If you guys heard it, it's our security camera. I haven't figured out how to turn off the beeping.
Yeah. What he's not telling you is we broke in here. Like, we break in here once a week so we can film this for you guys.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Actually, I quit my job here the other day, and now I'm just breaking in all day just for fun. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So, I mean, all right, I'm looking at these kids, though. I mean, 7th degree black belt. You have black belts out there who are working their asses off, like, to get to that. It takes 12 years, and they're reaching it in, like 4 years. I mean, yeah, we have prodigies like BJ Penn and Caltera and Gio Martinez.
Damian Maia. I love Gio Martinez, but Damian Maia is always the one that comes to my mind.
Yeah, Damian as well. I mean, they get it in 4 years, but most guys, they're working 10, 12 years to get their black belt. I mean,
Yes. I don't think it's fair because it kind of degrades the sport a little bit. But I also don't think it's fair for kids to have special belts. It's like,
Yeah.
so my coach is a black belt, but like there's other black belts around the gym, and I'm really good. Why can't I be a purple belt? Why do I have to be some shitty, I don't know, green, blue, gray? I don't know what
Yeah.
they have.
oh yeah. Oh, they got all kinds of belts. They got
Every time
white.
every time I see those kids belt posters, I'm looking away because I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it.
The
I'm
belts,
really against it.
there's belts with stripes, and you put stripes on the stripes belt, and then, I don't know what's going on sometimes with the kids' belts. But, alright, the way I see it though, I don't mind kids' belt system. It's, as long as it goes up to the green belt level, and then at 16 you're able to, or, whatever age.
I think if you're 14, 13, 12, 10, I don't think it should be age-based. If you start jiu-jitsu before you can walk. I mean, I think if your skill level is up to it, I mean, obviously your strength isn't going to be the same, but if you have like a 240-pound guy rolling with a, I don't know, 100-pound girl, it's going to be about the same difference. If she's a black belt, she'll be able to do the same things a kid would be able to do to me, right? So I don't think it should be based on age at all. If you're a blue belt level at the age of 10, you should get a blue belt. If you're a blue belt level at the age of 6, because you have all that understanding because you're prodigy, I don't think you should be like put down with some kind of special belt. That's just my opinion.
See, alright, I understand the knowledge of it. Alright, yeah, you could have a blue belt knowledge, but at the young age of 10 or 12, can you really do the skills needed to do BJJ or any grappling, BJJ specifically now? Do you have the physical capabilities to do those techniques on people bigger than you, to show that you're a blue belt? Sure, you can do it on people your age, that's great. But the thing about jiu-jitsu, you're wearing your Grizzly hoodie, it was made so the smaller guy can beat a bigger untrained guy.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that a blue belt at 14 years old, 13 years old, can handle up on a, say a 22-year-old untrained guy who comes out of the bar drunk as hell, and just starts spouting all kind of stuff about his mother?
Why wouldn't he?
I mean,
honestly, one of my best friends back in Austria had more body control at the age of, let's say, 6 than I have at the age of 23. So there are some really gifted people, and I'm pretty sure, if you understand the knowledge. I mean, obviously, if I go against the kid and he's like 14, I'll smash him just because of my size and my strength. Even though I don't use any strength, I'll still smash him because of my size and my strength, and because I know what I know and I know what he knows. So if there's two trained people, it's always going to come down to the person who's stronger, faster, and who's got better skill.
Really?
But if the other person, let's say it's a 22-year-old walking out of a bar drunk, just trying, even like, I don't know, there's some dicks trying to just do shit to kids.
Yeah.
So I think a blue belt at the age of 14 could defend himself pretty well. Firstly, because he knows what's going to happen once we get down to the ground, but even if not, he knows that you can just kick a guy in the nuts.
Yeah, I mean,
And that's part of the really traditional Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, is to have a little bit of striking too.
yeah, I mean, you gotta have a little bit enough to get yourself close enough to grab them and take them
Yeah,
down.
exactly. So
That's another thing. We need more takedowns in jiu-jitsu.
yeah, that's true. Pulling guard is
Pulling
working
guard,
out for
don't
me.
get me started on pulling guard.
Working out for me.
Don't get me started on pulling guard, jumping guard, and breaking people's knees with jumping guard. Don't get me started.
There, people broke their knee jumping guard,
Oh
or
my God.
broke somebody else's knee jumping guard.
Dude,
Never heard of that.
man, not the last.
I can't even imagine that happening.
We're at the Shanghai competition, the catch tournament. Somebody jumped guard on Andy Wang. And
That's right.
yeah, and what happened? He hyperextended his knee because he landed too low. So Andy Wang he was out for a couple weeks. I saw him at the next competition. He was still icing his knee a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a serious thing. I mean, I've had my knee hyperextended for someone jumping guard landing too low.
Well, wouldn't that be a tactic in the street fight? Just messing somebody else's
Sure,
knee.
if you want to bust your head open,
And then you learn how to pull guard
pulling guard.
or jump guard or whatever. You learn how to do that. You practice that shit.
No.
Yes. If that's your tactic, you practice it. You don't just go into a fight. Oh, I've never pulled guard. Let's pull guard. You don't do that. I mean, I do it, but
No.
I'm special.
We need takedowns. There's a reason you get points for takedowns.
Yeah, I think that's completely bogus. As long as you finish the fight. In a jiu-jitsu tournament, as long as you finish the fight, you should win.
I'm talking about jiu-jitsu tournaments, not grappling tournaments. Okay. Grappling tournaments, I consider anything where it's sub-only as a grappling tournament.
Yeah. Well, you should get points for that. Even in the sub-only tournament.
I'm talking about point tournaments here, like IBJJF and NAGA and US Pro Jiu-Jitsu, you know, and the UAE. Talk about stuff like that, where they give you points, and it's Jiu-Jitsu. It's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu tournament. It's not a grappling tournament. Mm-hmm. It's where you have your modified rules to dictate what should be allowed. You have points for takedowns for a reason. Go for your takedowns. Don't flop your ass.
Well, if we're talking strictly from a self-defense perspective and not wanting to go to jail, you shouldn't fight anybody in the street anyways.
Well, no, you shouldn't. But sometimes it's not. That's not possible.
Yeah, but then
I mean, sometimes
in Europe you actually go, like, somebody attacks you, even if you're a girl, and then you defend yourself.
Yeah.
Say you take the guy down, hit him in the head a couple times, I don't know, break his arm. You might get charged with like extensive roughness.
Maybe.
So
take the guy down, mount him, and just play bongos on his head a little bit. Hey, stop it, calm down, chill out. You know,
it's a hard topic.
Yeah, it's a hard topic. But I mean, the way I've always been taught, back in my school back home in New Orleans, they had the 3Ds that they would teach. First is be aware of your surroundings. So detect, be aware of your surroundings. You know, after that, de-escalate the situation. So I mean, maybe someone gets into face. Learn how to de-escalate it. Learn how to talk calmly. How to project your body language.
So far, I'm agreeing.
And then the last one is defend. Now, when you defend,
you do not attack.
You don't attack, and also you watch the way you're standing. Because if you're standing, someone comes at you and you're defending like this, any onlooker is going to look and say, all right, that's an aggressor. Even though he's not the one moving forward, he's got his hands balled his fists, he's ready to fight. Whereas if you're like this is pretty much a sign for stop. Yeah. But you're still in a great position to defend yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
So there's the 3Ds that we were taught. And I mean, that's, a lot of people aren't taught that. And that should be taught a lot more jiu-jitsu places.
I agree.
Because any jiu-jitsu place that I've seen that teaches self-defense, they're not teaching to be aware of your surroundings. They're not teaching, to de-escalate the situation. They're going straight to, all right, this is how you defend yourself. This is how, which is great. I mean, you still need to know that. But you kind of need to know how to handle the first two beforehand.
One of my old coaches, he always said, because he's like a kind of abrasive personality.
Yeah.
So when he would go in the club and somebody would start a fight with him, he's a third-degree black belt or something.
Yeah.
He's been doing jiu-jitsu forever.
Okay.
So whenever somebody would just want to fight him, people would be like, oh no, they tell the other guy, oh no, don't fight him, he's a fighter. So they would want to fight him even more. So he would literally do this. He would say, me? No fighter, ballerina. The guy would laugh, and then everybody went home without fighting. That's the only way I learned how to de-escalate the situation.
Me ballerina. You know what?
Will work.
I wouldn't want to. If it gets me out of a fight, I'll do it.
I wouldn't want to fight somebody who's dancing around like that. Makes me look like a jackass.
You know what? I like that defense. I like that de-escalation process. I'm a ballerina. I will use that one. Do I have to use a Brazilian accent?
You can't. I mean, you don't have to if you can pull it off. Do it.
I think I'd use an English accent. No, right? I'm a ballerina. I'm a ballerina.
I think if you're trying to sell it a little bit more, go French or Russian. Those Russians, they're really good ballerinas, from what I know.
Are they?
I think so.
I think they are. I always hear Anna Kournikova. Wait, no, that's a tennis player.
Speaking of ballerinas, though, I once trained at Gracie Baja in Austria.
Yeah.
And the guy said, if you do not want to be leg locked, like straight ankle locked, either learn how to do ballet, or just get some fins and hit the water. Just swim with that. But he was stressing the ballet part because you know those guys, they're always on their tippy toes. That's super. That's going to strengthen your everything in there. So I'm pretty sure that will work.
I don't know. The way I was taught to do ankle locks, straight on, it's not going to work too much when you twist when you do your ankle lock.
No, but they're stronger than most people. They can take the pain more. They're more flexible. The ligaments won't hurt as much as easily. I think that's what I believe he meant.
I have to find my ballerina and test this out.
Yeah.
You know any ballerinas?
I used to when I was in high school. Actually. She moved to Canada, unfortunately.
China have good ballet people?
China's good at everything when it comes to female athletes, because female athletes train the same as male athletes. That's where they kick everybody's butt, but the male athletes are, from what I hear, not that great.
Yeah. I've competed against some. Some aren't that bad. They've taken me down.
Jiu-jitsu, yeah, of course, because it's like even playing field. But if you're comparing like Olympic sports,
oh yeah,
the women rob, like they just run through everybody. The men, it's always a little bit on the touch and go there.
Yeah.
So that's what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's get to our technique portion here.
Okay.
So, we're about to go ahead and cut off technique. Hope you enjoy it. I'm gonna show a nice little heel hook for you guys. All right. So let's go ahead and move over here.
Thank you. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jay. Jay will show you a technique today.
All right. Shut up. All right. I'm about to show you a heel hook from when you're inside someone's Z guard. It gets annoying, and some people don't like the pass. I don't like the pass, so I rather just heel hook them. So, lay down. Yeah. All right. So, we're in Z guard. He's being annoying. Hand on your head, hand on your wrist, and this really sucks. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my chest and I'm pressuring down on the top knee while I take my right hand and I hook behind his shoulder. Here, I hook the shoulder and I start putting a little bit of pressure towards his chin. Not too much or else I could get on my base, get swept. So I'm here just enough to get my ass up, and then I'll take this left leg and I can place it in a hole, which I'll show you later, right here. So from here, I'm gonna take my right leg and step up, boom, and then I will release my my right hand, will release and go to his knee as I fall back. So I'm here, and I slide my leg in and fall back. Boom. From here, you grab the heel hook, and I can finish here. So one more time from here. So we're in Z guard. He's got good control. Oh, so I'm gonna crush, hand on the shoulder, and with a slight drive forward. And this foot, can you turn a little bit? Right. So this foot, as my ass lifts up, I'll place it in this hole right here, and I'll hook to keep myself, so I can slide later on. So go back. Right. So I'm pushing, place in. Step up, slide, and come back as this hand comes to the knee.
It's already really uncomfortable.
And here, I can finish my heel hook. So, one more time from the other side. You can see my right leg. Z-guard. Crush. Weight down in your chest. Here. Slight drive. Place in. Right leg comes up. Grab, here, finish your heel hook. All right, now, let's show it one time, real time. So, all right, and there's a way to get past the Z-guard without getting past the Z-guard.
Cool beans.
Hey guys, hope y'all enjoyed that little technique. It's something I like to do when I roll. Alright, so speaking of heel hooks and that position, we're gonna go talk about reaping a little bit. It always gets brought up whenever you're on a forum or anywhere, reaping in jiu-jitsu, especially at the black belt level. How do you feel about that? Like, I am a big fan of reaping.
So am I. I think you should not limit any jiu-jitsu player over like a level of blue-ish belt in what techniques he's allowed or not allowed to do. I mean, obviously, white belt will spaz out, definitely. But after your blue belt, I believe you have enough control over your body and the other body, like your opponent's body, to not hurt them. That's what I feel. So I don't think anybody should like really censor jiu-jitsu. In a street fight, you wouldn't be censoring it anyways either.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand censoring from a safety aspect. I understand that. But, I mean, reaping, it's not an unsafe technique. It's nothing unsafe about it. Sure, if you try to muscle out of it and use bad technique, you can hurt yourself. I can say the same thing about trying to muscle out of a Kimura.
Or a lockdown.
Or a lockdown.
I tap people with a lockdown. Just from holding them there. They hate it. Jay hates my lockdown too.
I hate lockdown. But yeah, this is true. You can get hurt trying to, muscle out of lockdown. Muscle out of a whole bunch of techniques. I mean, I've seen people who've blown ACLs from passing spider guard.
I mean, people hurt themselves just warming up running.
Yeah, I've seen more
I've
people.
hurt myself warming up running because my toe got caught in a puzzle mat.
Ooh, yeah, puzzle mats. That's a whole other topic.
Yeah.
Those things there.
Maybe next episode.
Yeah, but no, I mean, all right. If you watch high-level sambo competitions or all the nogi competitions like Naga and we just had the Slippery Rock Solid challenge with Gary Tonin and Eddie Cummins. That was fun to watch Gary Tonin and Josh Hayden go at it. By the way, Josh Hayden, dude's legit. I don't know if you know him, but he's coming up on the scene. Watch out for him. All right. But yeah, I mean, you watch all these competitions where reaping is allowed. You don't see anyone with their knees explode, or you don't see anyone with their knees, instantly start crying in pain because someone reaped their knee.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, white belt level, all right, maybe because of the spazzing aspect. Blue belt level, reaping should be allowed. You should be allowed to, do a correct leg lock control.
Yeah, and maybe not heel hook at blue belt yet, but I think you should be allowed to reap and go for straight ankle lock there.
Yeah,
Or
clearly.
toe hold or whatever, what have you.
Twisting foot locks, they're sketchy. Because, I mean, there's not much give there. They come on and they can pop quick.
If you don't know jiu-jitsu, everything is sketchy.
Yeah. But even if you know jiu-jitsu, I mean, the only time I've been really hurt by any kind of foot lock was a toe. And that was because someone grabbed it and they didn't wrench it, but they put it on quicker than I was able to defend. So my ankle popped. I tried doing sambo afterwards, and well, that didn't work out too well.
Well, on the other hand, though, you should just always tap when you feel pain.
That's the thing. There wasn't any time to tap on that one. Yeah, it went on quick. So, and it was because I was trying to ankle lock them, and my feet were in the wrong place. Hey, I forgot I had legs for a second there, and well, I remembered really quickly.
Yeah.
So
I think it's a part of learning. You should never, especially if you're training in a gym, you should never go balls to the wall, especially on any submission. You can go balls to the wall on transitions, little guard passes, whatever. But on any submission, you should always get your training give your training partner time to tap.
Oh, yeah.
That's my opinion. So I don't think you should, after white belt level, you should, like, if you hit blue, you shouldn't cut into people's techniques that much. Because I was always a fan of like leg locks and stuff, especially the vaporizer. Yes.
yeah, you're your 10th planet. I understand.
I was really good. I even once almost hit it at a competition, but then I realized, oh shit, firstly we're wearing the gi. Secondly, leg locks are not allowed at blue belt level.
Yeah.
So
I think you almost got me with a vaporizing competition.
yes, and then you rear naked choked me because
right.
I was celebrating too early, and he got me.
That's another thing, folks. Don't celebrate too early. You get choked that way. That's him.
Yes. That's one thing I will never forget. I will never lean back on a vaporizer that much ever again.
Hey, live, you learn. They say you win some, you learn some.
Yeah. Happens.
Yeah. All right. So in the end, I'm pretty much going to say reaping should be allowed all levels, including white belt. Reaping should be allowed. Twisting, foot locks, I'd say purple belt level. Knee bars.
See, I want
and
to put the toe hold at a blue belt, because that's the only time I ever caught a person higher than me. Like the first time I ever caught somebody higher than me was with a toe hold, because they didn't respect my toe hold game too much. I just walked into their guard, toe holded them, and that was it.
Yeah.
Guy fights in the UFC now.
Oh.
That's one of my biggest achievements in grappling. Never really won any competitions. Proud to say that.
It's not bad, not bad. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know how quick you can be hurt if you don't have the control of your body completely yet.
Yeah.
And I've met some blue belts, you know, like the ones that you can get online,
Crazy.
that and they just don't have the body control yet
Yeah.
to
Yeah, that's
you know
true.
limit, you know. And then there's some people, they come up, you know, their first class is an ankle lock.
Yeah.
You know, my first class was an ankle lock.
I used to hate ankle locks when
I mean,
'cause
so
I
I
couldn't
mean,
pull them off for the life of me. I didn't understand them. Actually, I only got really into them once you taught me.
I learned from one of the best. I learned from Raleigh Bodycomb. I mean, it doesn't get much better when it comes to less than him. If you're ever in New Orleans or Houston or anywhere that near area, make sure you check him out. Make sure you go down, train with him. Blow your mind with concepts on
Eat some
how to
pork.
break someone's legs.
Eat some pulled pork for me too while you're down there.
I want pulled pork. I'm
Me
hungry.
too. I might actually go have some after we're done with this.
All right, but yeah. So, you need any final remarks on it?
Not really. Let's just get over to our buddy Mike at Far East Fitness.
Yeah. So we'll cut to Mike. He'll give you some fitness tips and maybe a little workout, and then we'll cut to a video of us rolling with a little picture-in-picture, letting you know what we think. All right. So let's get out of here. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mike Garcia. I'm the owner and founder of Far East Fitness here in Beijing, China. And in my video segments, I will talk about various workout routines, diet and nutrition advice, and sports and conditioning programs. So if you'd like to get in contact, please feel free to go to fareastfitness.com or follow me on Instagram, FarEastFit. Thank you.
All right. Here we go.
Here we go, shaking,
Shaking big
breaking
baby.
my neck.
All right. Dap it up. Let's see what we got. All right.
Dancing around to some good old country.
Here, as always, I'm looking for neck and wrists.
Go straight for the thing.
I'm not sure what I was doing grabbing that leg. I was trying to do some funky Ben Askren wrestling shit. But
Taking the back for the first time in my life and then
Yeah.
fuck it up. Oh, right into
yeah, kind of a
Fucked
truck.
up truck.
Yeah, kind of like a car.
yeah.
This position every damn time. Every damn time I get my foot stuck to the triangle.
Yeah, in the warm-up roll, you got me with the triangle, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that again. Not gonna get it
Yeah.
again. Boom.
Trying for a single, but sit back for that ankle lock. Switch it over for the inverted.
I couldn't get the thing, so Jay was nice enough to let me let me escape, but
Ain't no need
once he got my leg, I figured,
Yeah, it is.
there's no point fighting it.
Yeah, place that foot on the hip and good to go.
Yep.
Once again, looking for the single collar tie. Kind of baiting the single leg because I don't give a
Yeah.
damn.
Boom.
Oh,
Good.
what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Tried setting up for the back somehow, but I just lined up in what am I, half guard here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, semi-locked down
Yeah.
until I sit up. Boom. Walk around.
Yeah.
But you put me back in your guard. Now I'm in top half guard.
Working.
Trying to pass like what I never do.
Yeah. Here when
Today was really atypical role for me.
I was thinking about doing that roll for a knee bar, but
Yeah, I
you
was
were kind of
sitting-
heavy.
Yeah, I was
Sitting heavy.
I noticed that, so I
Yeah.
sat down. I was like, "How are you not doing that?"
Yeah. Might Minari roll to the heel. Well,
Okay, here I put it back into 50-50-ish.
yeah. So I tried moving into the kind of a top rock, honey hole, whatever you want to call
Tried
it
to
position.
escape, but no. Good.
Oh,
Get okay, good. Okay, now.
you know, in the middle of adjusting my feet, I lost the toes. So I kind of lost that knee bar there. Did a good job defending that one.
After you told Mike how to defend it.
Yeah, true. And you did good using the defense I showed you for that position. Yeah.
We'll get to that in a second, I think. Because that was after that, I think.
I thought you used it just now.
A little bit, but not as much. Ooh, and I'm going for the back again.
Yeah.
Today's a really atypical
Oh,
roll.
yeah. And
You're on the bottom more than I'm
Yeah.
on the bottom.
and I'm going back to my position here.
Okay, there we go. Now
Yeah,
I'm
now
fighting.
you're-
Now I'm fighting against it.
Yeah, here it is. Now you're fighting. So
Twist
it-
your hand thing. You can't
Yeah.
really tell, but I'm putting that arm against behind my back so you can't use it.
yeah. They need that arm.
Untangling the legs, trying to get on top.
Yeah, it was a good job, you know. So we're here, and I'm trying to channel my inner Sakuraba here, but
now I'm just trying to survive.
You had that
hugging the back. He's like, okay, he's not gonna do anything. Breathe.
Don't breathe. No, I'm trying to some of my inner Sakuraba here get that figure 4 grip going working.
I'm trying to do my nasty cheap head and neck crank.
All it did was piss me off.
Yeah.
I'm able to bridge a little bit, try and get my foot in, but you did good staying with your knees pinched.
Long
I'm
hair.
here. Oh. So I kind of forced this.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I should have gotten an armbar there.
50-50-ish.
Going straight into like an IBJJF legal.
Yeah. Like,
but you were able to.
You were trying to go for the leg lock, so I was like, oh, fuck that shit. I'm going to try to outside heel hook you. I wouldn't have been able to finish it. I just like threatening you with shit like that. So that maybe in case I do get to finish it, you just back off.
Yeah, and here we go. Trying to pass your half guard. Hoping I don't get put in a lockdown here. I'm trying to.
By that point, I think I was too lazy and too tired already to fight for it. For some reason,
here, I'm fighting off a triangle here. But you go for that back again. I mean,
I never do that.
That's what, 3-4 times you had the back this time?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
You get the back a total of like 0 times on the roll.
Yeah. You can see my fat just coming up over my shorts. You really lose weight.
Here, trying to extend my left leg. Yeah, so I work back into the leg control here, but pull back, reset, get near the end of the mat. Tap off, boom. What am I doing here? What am I doing?
I'm starting to pat, so I was like, I saw some Russian dudes do that once, so I figured it's not a guard pull.
It's a nice little, it's a lat drop. Yeah. I like it. That's what I was telling you I was trying to work earlier on Mike, but and here I'm once again trying, I got my knee in the middle, but I figured I can get that butterfly there. I wanted the leg control again. Well, I like legs.
Trying to work for a rubber guard or something like that, but
at this point
I'm just too tired to let you pass. I hope you go for mount so I can go back to lockdown, but
so here you can't see I'm setting up a arm triangle.
Arm triangle?
Boom.
Yeah, boom. Here I'm already too tired to fight it. I was like,
he was answering the phone, but I'm the one calling, so it's not gonna work too well.
Yeah, I was too tired. I didn't even fight it. I had already given up by that point. I was like, it's tight. No need to fight it. This is just all friendly fun.
So, kind of saw Gary Tonin some kind of back take off a single, so I kind of wanted to try that, but you see, didn't quite work. So I'm playing again with my Kimura grip. I want to, what am I trying to do? Trying to invert here? It looks like I'm trying to invert.
I do not know what you're trying to do.
No, I wanted to invert and take it back.
This is when I was getting so tired that I started talking shit.
Yeah,
you had a Kimura grip, and I was like, just like, go pretty boy.
Yeah.
Come on, do something to make it happen.
I'm trying to dig my feet in, get the back, but what happens here? Oh yeah, we roll.
I actually thought you were going for an armbar there. That's why I kept stacking.
No, here I started to go for the armbar.
Good.
Yeah.
We go back to back.
Once we get into the back, and
done.
That's time. Let's get a little roll. A lot of things we don't normally see from Phil here.
Yeah.
A lot of back takes.
You will never see this again in any role, I think.
Yeah.
And here I'm passing out because.
All right. Hey, that's the end, guys. That's our first episode. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. So we're working on an interview for the next episode. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube or share us on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram if you take a picture, screenshot of us, whatever you want.
For our Chinese listeners on Youku, you can find us on Youku. 请大家都分享一下那个我们的微信、我们的那个 Instagram， 在微博什么的都就是分享一下我们的那个播客，谢谢大家。
I have no idea what it said, but that ends it. Let's go. Boom!